the studio that nearly destroyed the X-Men franchise with The Last Stand comes the film that destroyed your favorite X-Man, Wolverine. Journey to 1970s Canada, where everyone dresses like it's 2009 and no one has a Canadian accent.
Guys, whatever this is, take it outside.
Witness Marvel's most hardcore character get completely neutered in his own extremely boring movie. Watch as Wolverine's centuries of war are glossed over in one montage.
That would have been the best movie.
To instead make time for things no one wants to see Wolverine do. Go on dates, chop wood, get stuck in traffic, and fumble around in the bathroom.
You're right in there.
And if you thought they could only ruin Wolverine, wait until you see what they did with Deadpool.
Oh, Lord.
The merc with a mouth gets his mouth removed and trades his cool costume for 8-minute abs and magic eyeshadow. Oh, and he also gets a grab bag of random mutant powers that Deadpool never had. Are we sure Brett Ratner didn't direct this? Get excited when they introduce fan favorite Gambit. Then get immediately disappointed when you realize that he's only in the movie for 5 minutes. Instead, spend time with some of the lamest mutants you've never heard of. Wraith, Agent Zero, Bolt, and Silver Fox? Wow, Marvel, really scraping the bottom of the barrel, huh? Prepare to learn the origin of boring Wolverine facts, like where he got his jacket, and the super boring story behind his nickname.
Trickster wanted the moon for himself, so he told Gigawatsu.
Blah, 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 blah.
The moon's the Wolverine.
Really? Strap in for an action movie with effects so bad, it barely looks better than the leaked rough cut everyone pirated online. Featuring
I forgot
this
about
horrible
that.
CGI camera trick, this weird CGI ladder, this awful CGI facelift, and unforgivably terrible
Oh my
CGI
goodness.
claws
So bad.
that somehow look worse than the first 3 X-Men
That's
movies.
right.
So get ready to crank up the volume in one of the shoutiest films ever. This movie sucks. Starring Huge Jackman, Corn Chip Nail
Oh,
Tips,
God.
Generic Evil Colonel, Polka Who Cares, Paula Deen,
Oh.
Worse Than Green Lantern, Tim Riggins, William, Paul Kent,
William.
and Dead Cyclops Arm Blades.
Oh, my God.
X-Men Origins, Wolverine. Why can't you movie studios just get along? America needs to see Wolverine fight the Hulk.
Yeah.
Right?
So you have an X-Men origin story for me? Yes, sir, I do. And I was thinking we could just call this one Wolverine. Actually, I'd like to call it X-Men Origins Wolverine. That way people know that we have a bunch of these in the works. You don't think we should wait and see how this one does first? No, it's probably fine. We're gonna make a ton of movies in the X-Men Origins series. Well, okay then. So what happens in this one? Well, it's gonna start off with Wolverine when he was a little Canadian boy. What do we establish there? Basically that he has a brother named Victor who also has powers. Do we really have to show them as kids to do that? Yeah, it's an origin movie, so you have to have them as kids in there.
you
Oh,
don't.
okay, I didn't know that was a requirement. So then we're gonna have him and Victor fighting through a bunch of wars in history. Wow, that actually sounds like an awesome basis for a Wolverine origin movie. Yeah, Wolverine fighting alongside humans in world conflicts, it's gonna be amazing. That sounds fantastic. Definitely. So we're gonna have about 3 minutes of that. Oh, 3 minutes. Okay, it sounded like you had a good thing going. Well, they say too much of a good thing can be bad, so I'm gonna keep it to a bare minimum in this movie. That seems like a bad idea, but the way you said it sounded kinda wise, so I'm on board. Great. So what are we gonna move on to from there? Well, they're gonna be in prison and this guy Stryker is gonna come along and recruit them onto a team of mutants for secret missions. Oh yeah? Yeah, and on their first mission, Victor's gonna climb a building and do nothing, and Wolverine's gonna stand around and do nothing. They're not gonna do anything everything on the mission?
Not really.
Hey, can we go back to the war stuff?
Right.
No, this is what we're doing now.
Okay, worth a shot.
And one of the
Try.
mutants is named Wade Wilson, and he's like a wisecracking helicopter.
All right, I guess.
Then the mutants are gonna start killing people, and Wolverine's gonna be like, I don't like this, I'm out.
Leaving was an option?
Apparently. So then we're gonna jump forward to like 6 years later.
Oh, another time jump.
Yeah, because time is a man-made concept and everything is meaningless and nothing matters.
That's a good point.
So now Wolverine has a girlfriend, and fans are finally gonna find out how he got the name Wolverine.
How so?
Well, his girlfriend's gonna tell him a story about how the moon is lonely because she had a lover, but he was tricked by a trickster. And now he's forced to roam the earth and... Sir?
What's up?
Was the story too boring?
No, it's probably fine. I don't know what happened there.
Okay, well, long story short, there's a spirit named Wolverine that howls at the moon.
Why would a Wolverine howl at the moon?
Isn't a Wolverine like a wolf or something?
No, it's a completely different animal, not even a canine.
Oh, well, that's embarrassing. I have this whole big thing about a Wolverine howling at the moon.
Yeah, that's not something they do.
Should I change it?
Nah, it's probably fine.
Okay, good. That would have been hard work.
Working sucks.
Oh, yeah.
So what else happens in the movie?
Well, then his girlfriend's gonna get killed by his brother.
Oh. It feels like I should care, but I don't. Did I miss her character development?
No, you didn't. She didn't have any.
That's why.
So then Wolverine's gonna want to kill his brother.
Yeah, I guess he would.
And Stryker shows up like, hey, I could do some weird tests on you and make you indestructible if you want.
Wasn't he already indestructible since he's lived for hundreds of years and he's been shot a bunch of times?
Yeah, but now he's gonna have metal in him.
Oh, I guess that's different.
So Stryker's gonna pump Wolverine full of adamantium and then tell his men to wipe his memory.
Why didn't he wipe his memory before the procedure?
I don't know.
Fair enough.
So then Wolverine's gonna run around naked and be taken in by an old couple.
Nice of them to take in a muscular naked dude.
Oh yeah, and we're gonna have a scene where Wolverine uses their bathroom and checks out his new metal claws.
Oh, sweet. That'll let me practice my editing skills.
Your editing skills?
Yeah, I always wanted to try that CGI stuff. Maybe I'll make his claws myself.
Shouldn't you hire somebody that has experience with that stuff?
Nah, I could probably handle it. Plus, I have 25 days left on my Adobe After Effects trial, so I gotta use that for something.
Yeah, I guess so.
So then what happens?
Well, then we're gonna answer the big question fans have been wondering about since the first X-Men movie.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Where did Wolverine get that leather jacket?
Oh, I didn't realize people were wondering about that.
Well, as it turns out, an old guy gave it to him and then died.
Well, good to know, I guess.
And we're also gonna have Wolverine walk away from an explosion in slow-mo and not even look back at it.
Hasn't that been done before?
I don't think so.
Okay, just checking.
So anyway, then we're also gonna have a scene where the whole movie turns into a silly cartoon.
Oh, that's fun. Cartoons are fun.
And then Wolverine's gonna go to kill Stryker, but we're gonna find out that his girlfriend wasn't actually dead.
Ooh, plot twist.
Right?
Why did they fake her death?
Because
That works.
we're also gonna find out that she can manipulate people just by touching them and make them do whatever she wants.
Oh, wow.
And Stryker made her get into a relationship with Wolverine to make him do whatever he wants.
Why didn't she just touch Wolverine and make him do what Stryker wanted? Why did she have to get in a relationship?
I don't know, but also Stryker is forcing her to work for him because he's keeping her sister captive.
So why doesn't she touch him and make him let her go?
She doesn't think of that, I guess.
Huh.
And then Wolverine's gonna free a whole prison
goodness.
full of cameos.
Ooh, cameos are tight.
Yeah,
Full
but then
of
Stryker
cameos.
unleashes a modified version of wisecracking helicopter guy, and now he's named Deadpool.
How was he modified?
Well, he has super long blades that come out of his arms.
How does he bend his arms when they're retracted?
I guess he doesn't. And he also teleports and he shoots lasers from his eyes and his mouth is gonna be fused shut.
Wow, there is a lot going on there.
So then Wolverine's gonna climb a cooling tower.
Why would he do that?
Because that's where I want the final fight to take place.
Right, but why would he go there?
For the final fight.
Yeah, but why would the character go there?
Because that's where the fight's gonna be.
Well, okay then.
So then he and his brother are gonna fight Deadpool for a bit and then cut his head off.
Wow.
And all the cameos are gonna be saved by a creepy sex doll that kinda looks like Patrick Stewart.
Wow.
So yeah, that's about it.
Wait, so in the previous X-Men movies, we have Wolverine not knowing about his own backstory.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, we're creating a big plot hole here. It's gonna be hard to explain the memory loss.
Actually, super easy, barely an inconvenience.
Right.
How so?
I'll just have Stryker shoot him in the head with some memory erasing bullets.
But wouldn't all the mutants he saved remember him?
Yeah, I wouldn't overthink things. I certainly didn't.
Fair enough.
So what do you think?
Well, that Deadpool guy sounds like a whole lot of crazy. Are you sure that's the best way to handle that character?
100%. People are gonna love what we did with Deadpool.
I almost forgot that I didn't do any of the X-Men pitch meetings or honest trailers, so I'm getting to those as well because I'm obviously still doing a lot of the MCU stuff. They're not part of the MCU yet. We know they're coming, possibly in WandaVision. Yeah, this was good. I still haven't gotten over what they did to Deadpool. Only reason I've kind of forgiven it is because we've gotten 2 good Deadpool movies, obviously, but what they did here was a travesty, like uncalled for. Like, why would you even Why would you, shut his mouth closed and then make him all of these mutants in one? Like, it made no sense. Plus, I didn't know that Scott Adkins actually was this Deadpool character as far as the action scenes. They did do the makeup on Ryan Reynolds, but Scott Adkins, who you might know him, he was actually in Doctor Strange. He was one of the followers of Caecilius that got wrapped up, by the Cloak of Levitation, I think is what it's called, in the head. He kept fighting Doctor Strange in the hospital as a ghost. He played Deadpool, at least in the action scenes. And so that's kind of cool that he did that. He deserves more too, because I wish he was in more stuff. He's in a lot of direct DVD and video on demand movies. But this movie was a train wreck. And it's weird because Wolverine's the best character, or at least was the best character, and really the main character of almost every X-Men movie that had come out, except the prequel ones. So it was really heartbreaking that it was that bad. I know that originally they were going to do a Professor X and Magneto origin story for both of them, or maybe it was just going to be Professor X, but they were going to do originally a movie on them two as an origin. Instead of First Class, it was going to be X-Men Origins, like Magneto, or X-Men Origins, Xavier, Professor X, whatever the case may be. It didn't pan out that they were going to do that, so they ended up doing Wolverine, and that was going to be the start of doing multiple characters, Storm, Beast, all that kind of stuff. It didn't work out. I'm kind of glad that it didn't, but First Class then happened, and that was a much better way of going about it than the whole origin scenario. Yeah, this is what we got from the first one and only one. Gambit too. Gambit in this one was awful. Like, I hated that character. And I don't know if it's the actor or not, but yeah, the way he was portrayed in this one was just awful. And Gambit was an awesome character, especially in the comics, but especially in the animated series, which to this day is still a great cartoon. I kind of put that up there with Batman, the animated series, because it's that good, and it still holds up for the most part even now, which I really do like. But here we go. We're gonna start these out. I'll get through these. I think I'll do these and then do the actual X-Men movies, or I'll sprinkle them in here and there. I'll get to it the way I think it works best. But let me know what you guys think of X-Men Origins Wolverine and of these two videos here, the honest trailer and the pitch meeting. I like both. Both to me were really, really funny. So if you want to choose one, or you think it's a tie, go ahead and let me know in the comments. I will put a poll out about the movie, so I'll put something out there about it. Before you go, check out some of our more popular videos on the channel. We've got a number of those that are growing, and that's all because of you guys. Also, check out our Avengers Infinity War versus reaction. That's a popular one right now, so check that out. Let me know what you think. If you've seen all that, then I will see you guys in the comments as always for this one.